Good morning, everyone. It's 8:35 in the morning, and today is the Farmers Planting Forum. But it's a little foggy out today. But we got stuff to do, so we're gonna get going on that. This morning I did wake up super early. I let the grass dry overnight that we tedded in the last episode, and this morning I was able to rent a baby beller because that's all my tractor could pull, and I was able to get this belled this morning. Just got done moving all of them to the shed. I put it back here in the shed here behind the silo, so you'll see those here. That's where I was able to get those put, and really happy with how that turned out. Now I do have a contract for Walter that I need to get completed. I want to try and get that completed before the Farmers Planting Forum and still be there before the mayor's speech at 9. So we're going to head up there.
Good morning, Frankenmuth. You're rocking with Max the Axeman here on the Haywire 97.9 FM. And it's a fine Saturday morning out at the Farmers Planting Forum. Time check, 8:36 a.m. And I hope y'all brought your boots and your best smiles, because it's going to be a full day of fun, food, and farming out here. Now let's talk weather. Yeah, it's a bit foggy right now. Got that soft haze rolling over the fields like a warm blanket. But don't worry, that's not sticking around for long. Sunshine's gonna start poking through soon, and we're looking at a high of 78 degrees today. That's right, thank the cloud coverage for keeping it cool and comfortable while you walk the grounds. And hey, don't you dare miss the kickoff. Mayor Calloway is scheduled to give his big old welcome speech at 9 o'clock sharp right at the main stage. So if you're still hanging back by the ice cream truck, start hustling. You won't want to miss it. Word is he's got a few surprises up his sleeve this year. Stay tuned, more tunes and updates coming your way. This is the Axeman, keeping it loud and local on the Haywire 97.9 FM, where the static never settles. And what better way to get this day started than with a little foot stomping, gear grinding jam to wake the fields up. Coming at you straight out of Rusk County, it's the harvest anthem we've all come to love, Working Boots and Sunburned Truths by Rusk County Revival. So grab that coffee, dust off your jeans, and let's get this planting forum rolling. Crank it up, crew, this is the Haywire 97.9 FM.
Coffee's hot and the sky's still gray. Crack of dawn on another work day. Boots hit gravel, hat pulls low. Ain't much rest, but that's how it goes. Working boots and sunburned truths. These fields know every scar and proof. When stories rise from busted knuckles and dreams get stitched in weathered buckles, ain't no shame in what we do. Just working boots and sunburned truths. Tractor humming like a southern hymn, dust in the air and it's sink or swim. Ain't got gold but the corn shines bright. When you bleed the land it treats you right. Working boots and sunburned truths. These hands don't lie, they cut right through. It's sweat and steel and no excuse. Just working boots and sunburned truths. Granddad's ghost rides every row with lessons whispered soft and slow. Son, keep your word, fix what you break, and never plant more than your soul can take. The radio crackles and Max comes on, talking about the mayor and a brand new dawn. I tip my cap and grin real wide. Another day, another muddy ride. Working boots and sunburned truths. Earned in rows and weathered youth. We don't chase fame, just honest use of working boots and sunburned truths. tractor tires, dreaming big round county bonfires. Hope is planted deep in the soil, sprouts and sweat and faithful toil. Working boots and sunburned truths. Ain't always easy, but it's always you. From the first light to the final fuse, it's working boots and sunburned truths. We build, we break, we mend, we move. Just working boots and sunburned truths. You don't measure a farmer by what he owns. You measure him by what he leaves behind.
Right, it's 8:46. We got the contract completed. Now we need to run up to the house and change real quick and then head up to the farm. So I'll see you guys up at the farm. Alright, just pulling up to the main road here, going up towards the farm. Ooh, that parking lot looks pretty full. Ooh. Oh, right on. There's a parking space right up front. I should be able to get in with no problem. Awesome. Looks like it's going to be a great turnout today. Parking lot's full. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen this many people show up to an event. Wow. So let's see, we've got, looks like a little like farmer's market set up over here. And we've got an old tractor section. We've got a food section over here. Oh, there's the MacDon and the NEXAT machines. Looks like that's where the crowd is. I'm going to head up over there.
All right, folks, it's 8:59. We've got tractors lined up, coffee still hot, and the smell of kettle corn in the air. But right now, I need y'all to turn your attention to the main stage out near the community tent, because it's time to officially kick off the Farmers Planting Forum. This man's been a friend to the AG community since day one, fighting to keep local farms strong and helping events like this take root. Let's make some noise out there in the field. Frankenmuth, give a warm welcome to your very own Mayor Calloway.
Hey there, and welcome to the Farmers Planting Forum right here in beautiful Frankenmuth. I'm Mayor Calloway, and it's truly an honor to stand here today among the folks who keep this community growing, literally and figuratively. It's great to see so many familiar faces and new ones too. This forum isn't just about prepping for another season. It's about coming together as a farming community that's built on grit, heritage, and hope. Whether you've been working your land for decades or just getting your boots muddy for the first time, we're all here with the same goal: to grow stronger together. This year's theme is Plant Strong, Grow Together, and that's exactly what we're aiming for. With new tools, fresh ideas, and plenty of shared wisdom, this event is a chance to learn, connect, and gear up for the season ahead. Be sure to check out the vendor demos later today. MacDon and NEXAT will both be showcasing some of their newest innovations, and trust me, you won't want to miss it. So take a walk, meet someone new, ask questions, and don't forget to enjoy yourself. Because farming isn't just work, it's a way of life, and today we celebrate that. Thanks for being here, and here's to a great season ahead.
Hey, Frankenmuth are ready for a full day of music. Let's start it off right. This is Hayfield, hallelujah. Morning dew still clings to the alfalfa rows. Sunlight peeking where the cornfield grows. Boots hit the ground like a church bell chime. Another day of working overtime. No steeple here, no choir room white. just diesel hymns and a harvest light. It's a hayfield hallelujah every time I fire that Deere. Praise be to the sweat, the soil, and the seasons of the year. I don't need no stained glass to feel close to the divine. Just a sky full of swallows and a windrow line. Amen to the acres.
All right, folks. Kicking off our guest lineup today is someone many of you already know. Boots on the ground, camera in hand, it's Farmer Sim. He's no stranger to long days in the field or the YouTube algorithm. Great to have you here.
It's great to be here, mate. Thank you.
So first off, how far did you travel to be here today?
I've travelled about 600 miles east from my farm over in Monteith, Iowa, to be here today.
Man, Iowa, that's quite a drive. Hopefully you got a chance to relax before the event today. I heard Iowa is prime farmland. What's your farm like?
I'm mainly a dairy farmer. We've currently only got about 361 head of cattle, but I do have plans to expand. I've just put a bit of time in constructing a new pasture for quite a few more. It can hold probably about 1,000 head of cattle now. So moving into the future, we do have a few plans to expand. But I do have my hand in a bit of arable work as well. I've got several hundred acres of corn and beans on the farm to keep me busy, out of trouble.
A dairy farmer. That's awesome. Most of the farms here are beef stock. However, there's one person around here named HK that's talking about changing his farm to a dairy farm. Have you ever traveled to an event like this before?
No, I've never been to an event like this before. I'm really enjoying it though. It's great fun so far. It's really good turnout.
Well, hopefully we made an impression on you and hope to see you next year at the 8th annual event. Since you are here, do you got your eye on anything in particular that is going to be shown here today?
I have spent a lot of time looking around that new NEXAT unit over there, I've got to say. It's way out of my price range unfortunately right now, but it's certainly really interesting to see new tech and what it's capable of.
Right on. That NEXAT machine has had a crowd around it all morning. Last question for you. It's going to be a hard one, just like our tunes on the Haywire 97.9 FM. What's one piece of advice you've got for new farmers just getting started?
Advice for new farmers? It's hard work, it's a way of life, but it can be very rewarding. We need young blood in the farming industry now more than ever, so if you're planning on it, do it.
Love it. We do indeed need more young blood in the game. Thanks again for giving me this time. All right. That's Farmer Sim, y'all. Putting in the work both in the game and out here at the forum. Be sure to give him a follow and swing by the Haywire tent later for some goodies and a friendly chat.
So Jim was telling me about this. They're going to be putting in a go-kart track. They really outdid themselves. This wasn't here when I mowed the field a couple of weeks ago. So it's really cool they were able to get this in. Looks like it's a fairly long track. And it's really tempting to get out there and race. I don't know if I'm going to or not. Definitely not doing it right now. If you look at that line, it's going all the way around. So I may have to come back later on and see what it's all about and whatnot. But I don't know. I'll come back later. Let's see. Oh, there's a bunch of people over here at the goats and sheep petting area. Let's go check out some of these guys. It's a nice little goat there in front of us. Let's see. There's a lot more sheep than there are goats in here. Little babies. Can't be more than a couple months old. Ooh, I want this goat right here. I like the print on him. Looks like a skull mask. I like that. I might have to see about taking that one home with me. But yeah, they're definitely cute little animals. I've had some goats in the past, and I haven't had sheep though. That might be something that I want to get into, but I think I'm going to jump over here real quick and talk to Katie real quick. These little fellas are already famous, Katie. Half the farm's out here for baby goat selfies.
Aren't they the best? Gold Gaming and I got together, and we figured we could bring a few crowd pleasers this year. Plus, it keeps the kids busy while the parents talk about the planting season.
That's a smart move. Say, on the topic of animals, I've been looking to move towards dairy, and I heard auctions are the way to go. Do you got any lined up or know of any close by?
Oh, definitely. The Genesee Livestock Exchange and Thumb Auction Yard are your year-round go-tos. But if you're serious, I actually host a spring dairy select every May. Only happens once a year, and it's invite-only. All quality stock, mostly Holsteins and Brown Swiss from trusted farms that I vet.
Now that sounds exactly like what I need. When's the next one?
At the end of May, I'll text you the details. You get your pasture ready, and I'll help you get your herd started right. No lemon cows.
Lemon cows. That's a new one. All right, Kitty, consider me in. And if one of those goats goes missing, it definitely didn't follow me home.
Mm-hmm. I'll be doing a head count before anyone leaves, HK.
Oh man, look at the time. Well, Katie, thanks. I think they're getting ready to do the MacDon promo, and I'm really interested in it, so I will talk to you later on. Take care.
If you're out checking tractors or stuck in the ice cream line, now's the time to head on back to the main tent. You're not going to want to miss this. We've got the crew from MacDon here to show off what's new in the wide world of swathers and hay tools. Machines built to make your long days a whole lot shorter. So gather round and give a warm welcome to the man with the mower plan, Chase Miller, repping MacDon Industries. Take it away, Chase.
Hello everyone. On behalf of MacDon, I am pleased to be here and announce our 2025 lineup. Please stop by the MacDon booth after the promo, and we will be happy to answer your questions. Now let's get on with the promo.
Out here, you don't get do-overs. You harvest when the field says it's ready, rain or shine, day or night. That's why farmers trust MacDon. Our flex draper headers hug the ground, chase the contours, and never back down. No bunching, no clogging, just clean, even cut after cut. Add our windrows to the mix, and now you're running ahead of the weather, not behind it. MacDon machines don't just harvest, they finish strong. MacDon, the harvesting specialists.
Good morning, Chase. How are you doing today?
Morning, I'm great. Welcome to the MacDon booth, my friend.
I've been looking forward to this. That's the M1240 back there, yeah?
You got it. This here's the base model. 262 horsepower under the hood. Dual engine configuration gives it the torque you need, whether you're mowing hay or working row crops.
I've gotta ask, what's it like in the cab?
Glad you asked. Go ahead, hop inside. You gotta feel it to believe it.
Wow. Thanks for letting me take a look at it. And the inside, it's really nice in here. Looks more like a spaceship than a tractor, if I'm being honest.
Take a look at the turnabout steering. You can literally rotate the seat and controls to face front or back. Drive it either direction depending on your implement. It's smooth, it's quick, and it's a game changer in the field.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we hear that a lot. Now the base model M1240 goes for $170,000. Attachments vary. If you're looking at mower heads or field attachments, they range from $48,000 to about $118,500 depending on your setup.
Thanks, Chase. You might have to save one for me.
You just say the word HK. MacDon's always got room for one more in the crew.
Up next, we've got a heavy hitter in the farming content world. Someone whose community is built on horsepower, heart, and a whole lot of hustle. Give it up for Farming Simulator LFG. So first off, how far did you travel to be here today?
Well, how far I traveled to be here is kind of an understatement because I left from Oklahoma, GPS said 14 hours and 30 minutes, but I think my kids and wife had something else to say about that. Felt like I traveled around the world, let's just put it that way, okay? So many stops, so many.
14 hours, wow! All the way from Oklahoma. Glad you could make it. All right, next question for you. What's your take on today's turnout?
Based on the cars in the parking lot, it's a big turnout. There are people from all over, including out of state, like myself.
Yeah, it's crazy. Since Mayor Calloway first set this up 6 years ago, it has grown a lot. It started with just our community, and over the past couple of years, it's become much bigger. Coming in hot with this question, what do you think about the new machines being unveiled?
Well, personally, I'll tell you right now, that NEXAT thingy, ooh, it is way, way out of my budget, so I try not to even look at it. But the MacDon, I absolutely love that thing. We got one back in Oklahoma. I use it to mow along the local highways, and before I had that, we were using a tractor with a pull-behind mower, which did the job, but once I got that MacDon, oh my gosh, it was so much better. Just the turning radius, going around all these poles, all these obstacles and stuff like that, it just made it so much easier than having to tow something behind me, such as a mower.
Oh yeah, a MacDon fan. Bet you can't wait for this year's new lineup. I got 2 more questions for you. Got any cool projects on your own farm right now?
I'd say the biggest project I'm trying to do right now outside of normal farming and animals is growing flowers. I mean, I guess you kind of say that's farming. But my wife has taken a big interest into beautiful flowers lately, and whatever she's interested in, I'm automatically interested in. So we're planting a large field of flowers, and we're going to try to get into that market.
Flowers! Right on. Make sure you check out the flower booth on the left as you come into the forum. You might be able to get a variety of seeds to try out. Alright, last question, and this one's going to hit hard just like our tunes on the Haywire 97.9 FM. What's a piece of gear you can't live without?
Well, I don't know if I should say my wife, because that would mean I'm calling her a piece of gear. This is going to sound kind of weird because it's a very, very small tractor. My dad purchased this as his first tractor back in the 1980s. It was a Hinomoto C174. Yes, it's not an American brand, but my dad got a really good deal on it, and it was his first tractor he started with. Now, it is a very, very small tractor with only 19 horsepower, so it wasn't able to do much, but it got the job done back then. It can't really do much nowadays, but it gets the job done for some stuff. The reason it is a piece of gear that I cannot live without is because that's what I grew up using, playing on, running around the farm. I was given that to use because it was an old junk tractor that you could just hand off to a kid and go to town with. Now, of course, nice attachments on it and everything. That works out great too. Bucket, pull behind mower, and with it being kind of a junk tractor there, I was able to push it onto my kids as well. That is the one I cannot live without. That is probably our most important piece of gear too, because that thing right there is what is building the future farmers in this family. Just being out there as a kid, running around on it, having fun, is the first step. And here's actually a picture of it right here.
Not weird at all. It's awesome to hear you are keeping the farming dream alive and passing it down to the next generation. Alright, that's Farming Simulator LFG. Folks, sharp mind, strong voice, and one of the best folks to learn from if you're trying to level up your farming game. Make sure to go give him a follow. Thanks again for stopping by.
That's cool they put this up for a picture area so you can get all the old tractors in it. That's really cool. Alright, let's go take a look at some of these older tractors. We got that old Fendt. It's pretty cool. The old Volvo. Man, look at this Massey 675. You can tell somebody put a whole lot of love and elbow grease into that restoration. This thing was mid-range workhorse back in the day. Perfect for smaller operations, but tough enough to go above its weight. If she ran that smooth back then, I can see why people swore by him. No, look, it's the grandpa to my tractor. That's an old Deutz-Fahr for sure. Looks good though. Complete restoration on it as well. Farm wall. Yeah, this one's personal. The John Deere A. Just like my granddad had. But I'll tell you, it's never looked this clean. This is showroom condition. You can almost hear that classic 2-cylinder popping away. Man, it's really pushed me back into memory. But I remember he used to put me on his knee and let me drive and act like I was doing something. Great memories in that tractor right there. Got another farm all. That's an old Zetter. John Deere, 710, Porsche. Now this one. This old McCormick W4. Man, you know, they made those thin in the front and thick in the back and ready to go to work. That's a complete restoration on that one. That's an awesome looking tractor. These were workhorses back in the day. You know, ready for a single row crop. Man, just a beautiful piece of machinery. Glad to see people still care about where we came from. Hey Walter, those fields are done.
Thanks, HK. Appreciate it. Here's your money.
Well, thanks. So, which tractor's over there is yours, Walter?
Both the John Deere's, the 710 and the A.
He's a Deere fan. I keep telling him that the McCormick W4 was the king back then.
Lloyd, I've told you 100 times. Deere is better than McCormick.
Hey Lloyd, I think you started something there, but I'm gonna guess that McCormick W4 is yours.
Yeah, that's mine, and that didn't start nothing. HK, Walter's just delusional.
They both are delusional, HK. They're going to sit out here and argue over those tractors the rest of the forum.
Jim, you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I am not delusional.
Hey Jim, this is a great event. I really enjoyed my time here.
Good, I am glad. Besides, both know that the Massey Ferguson is the king of old tractors.
The what? You hear that, Lloyd? He thinks the Massey is better than our tractors.
That's it. Let's settle this. You all get your tractors and meet me in that field over there.
You guys are too much. I'm gonna go get me some food. You all can do whatever you need to do to determine which tractor's the best. All three of those guys are crazy. But I think I'm gonna go get some food. It's lunchtime, so let's see what type of chips they got. I think I'll take these ones right here. There we go. Let's see, let's come over here. People are in line. Oh, this one's open. Yeah, can I get 2 brats, please? Let me tell you, man, your food's been smelling great all day. It's been making me hungry. Glad I'm finally able to come here and get some. Oh, looks like LFG and his family sitting over there, and I think I'll probably sit over there, maybe. Awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Alright, let's come over here and enjoy our lunch a little bit. Yeah, it looks like there's quite a few people here today. Crazy. Alright, so those brats were amazing. Yeah, I almost want to go grab some more, but I think they're getting ready to do the NEXAT promo, so I think I better go get this in the trash for my trash and start heading over towards the main stage
folks,
area so
we
can see about the next
legs and grab another lemonade, because it's time for something big. And I mean really big. If you're anywhere near the food trucks or the baby goats, go ahead and make your way back to the main tent here, because up next is a machine that's turning heads all over the country. We're talking innovation on a whole new level. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the NEXAT promo. And to walk us through this powerhouse system, we've got one of the best in the business. Give a warm round of applause for Logan Myers, regional rep and full-time tech wizard with NEXAT North America. Logan, the stage is yours.
Thanks, Max. Thank you all for coming today to the forum. We are proud to announce the NEXAT's newest machines this year. If you have questions, make sure to stop by the NEXAT booth after the promo. Are you all ready to see this big machine in action? Let's roll that promo.
What if one machine could do it all? Meet the NEXAT system, a revolutionary platform that changes the rules of farming, planting, spraying, fertilizing, harvesting, all modular, all in one frame. No more fleets, no more downtime, just one high-powered, AI-driven machine with fixed lanes, wide clearance, and smart navigation. The NEXAT protects your soil while powering through acres with unmatched efficiency. One machine, every job, zero compromise. This season, see what's next with NEXAT, the future is already here.
The future's already here, huh? Well, let's go check it out. Hey Logan, just wanted to check out some info on the NEXAT machine.
Awesome. Welcome to the NEXAT booth. What would you like to know about it?
Well, you know, just the norm, pricing and whatnot.
Sure thing. You first have to understand that this...
Now here's a face that's driven a long way to be here. 12 hours on the road and still bringing big energy. Straight out of Riverbend Springs. Say howdy to the herd. First, such a long drive for you. What made you want to be here today?
Well, whenever I hear there's a party, I'm easily going to be there. I mean, now, some might not call this a traditional party per se, but whenever I see a group of good people, some music... Did I mention there's go-karts here? I mean, I ran into Gold Gaming. He gave me this pig that's supposed to be wrapped in some kind of blanket to eat. So, I mean, the food here, it's... Well, to me, it's questionable, to be honest, but once you actually try it, it's pretty good.
Yeah, a lot of people question the food, but once they get some of that homemade German schnitzel or bratwurst, they can't get enough of it. Next question for you, herd. What's been the highlight of the day for you so far?
Well, like I said, the food's been great. The carts were fun to watch, but I'm not getting at any of them things. And the equipment around here, it's nice to see. You know, it's a little out of my price range, but it's just nice to see what the technology is brought to farming and see what they're coming out with nowadays.
I get you there, herd. I was walking by and overheard the price on that NEXAT. Quite pricey. Anyways, back to you. Any cool projects on your own farm right now?
Well, right now we're trying to get some cattle farming up and running. I've got a farmer's market currently, and it's doing really good strawberry sales, believe it or not. Actually, the strawberries have been keeping us afloat as a farm as we're getting the cattle up right now, but we got a big company, AgMax, that's really been trying to put the squeeze on, well, both our farm and in town that we're in, but that's a long story. What's important to note, though, is that we are still farming. We're still around. We're not going to plan on going anywhere anytime soon either, so I'm hoping that there's several cool projects on my farm, you know, for years to come.
That's good to hear that you are still holding on down south. Mayor Calloway has been keeping the farmers informed here about AgMax. It's sad to see what they are doing to the farming community. One last question for you, herd. Is there anything you'd like to see added next year at the forum?
Well, we've got the carts, we've got the equipment, we've got the food. I ran into LFG and Gold Gaming somewhere here today and kind of got my brain spinning. I think we need to install a tomato toss. I think that would be good. These guys can stick their necks out and people can hit them with tomatoes. I mean, that's just for me. I think that might just be selfish entertainment, but, you know, for everyone else, no, I really don't think so. I think you nailed it. I mean, this is something I'm definitely going to be coming back for next year.
We would love to see you back next year, or maybe even back at the end of the planting season. At the end of October, we have the Haywire Harvest Festival. Big thanks to the herd for rolling in and making this event even better. Safe travels back home, and don't forget, folks, follow them for some awesome FS roleplay content and farm wisdom.
Alright, I think the line has died down for the go-karts. So, this gentleman here wanted to race, so we'll jump in and we'll race. Oh, look, you cheated. Alright, let's go. This is a lot of fun. Let's see. Get around this corner. Awesome. Key point to this, guys, is go slow around the corners. You should be okay. Oh, a little squirrely there. Alright, home stretch for the first lap. We got a second lap that we need to do as well. So I didn't wreck the first time. Let's see if I can make it through and not wreck a second time. little squirrely there. Alright. I don't see him, the person I'm racing at all, so he must be pretty far behind, or he's right on me. I can't really tell. I can see him, so he might be right behind me. I better really make sure that I got this covered and not wipe out and wreck. That would be disastrous. Alright, home stretch coming through, little squirrely there. And finish line. Awesome, I won. Yeah. Jumping for joy. Woohoo!
Before we close out this amazing day, I've got one last guest who's been turning heads, not just for their content, but for a booth setup that's cooler than a walk-in milk tank. I stopped by there earlier and had to have him on. Welcome to the mic, Gold Gaming. Alright, first question for you, Golden Gaming. How long you been farming?
First, thanks for stopping by my booth. What a great surprise. But man, to answer your question, I've been farming in-game for a little over 3 years now. Started with FS25 and haven't looked back since. What started as a hobby really turned into a full-on passion project, I'd say. Learning map modding, map conversions, running sheep empires, building a whole community around the game, if you will. It's been a heck of a ride so far. Really enjoying it.
3 years. That's awesome that you have grown the community you have in that time. So with that being said, what's one piece of advice you've got for new farmers just getting started?
Start small, stay curious, and never be afraid to hit that reset button. Literally and figuratively. Farm Sim is all about learning. So get messy, have fun. Don't worry if you plant soybeans where you wanted cornfields. No big deal. We've all done it.
That's some sound advice right there. That makes me have to ask, what's your home farm look like?
Right now, I'm running a pretty sweet setup. Sheep are my pride and joy, and I'm rolling deep with contracts to keep cash flowing. Got a good mix of grass work, hay production, a few side hustles with logging. If it grows, I'm planting it, and if it moves, I'm feeding it.
Sounds like quite the setup you have. Now for the hard-hitting haywire question. If you could upgrade one piece of equipment, what would it be?
Oof, that's a tough question. I really dig that MacDon over there, but I'd have to say my baler. I've got my eye on a high-capacity auto-wrapping beast that could really save me hours in the field. Work smarter, not harder, right? And hey, I want to give a quick shout-out to the Gold Gaming fans that came to the forum today. Y'all are the reason I do what I do. I appreciate each and every one of you. Keep those fields clean and the mods fresh, and I'll see you back at the farm.
You heard it, folks. Be on the lookout for that baler upgrade in the future. We will definitely see you back at the farm. That's Gold Gaming, folks, bringing style, smarts, and solid advice to the forum floor. Give them a follow and swing by their booth before the day wraps up. You won't regret it.
Just about 3 o'clock. I think it's time for some ice cream.
Why are you getting ice cream? I thought grown-ups didn't eat that stuff.
Harper! That's not a nice thing to say.
You know, I might be a grown-up, but I'm only in my 30s. That still counts for ice cream, right?
Maybe. What flavor are you getting?
It's one of the best flavors ever. Bubblegum. Same one I've been getting since I was your age.
That's a kid flavor. You are a kid.
Yeah, guess I've been caught. Tell you what, ice cream's on me today, Harper. I'll get yours too.
Oh no, that's not necessary.
No, it's alright. It's all good. This one's for the memories. Plus, it's hard to argue with a kid who knows their flavors.
I want cotton candy swirl with sprinkles.
Harper, that's a bold choice. I respect it.
Harper, what do you say?
Thank you, mister. Can mommy have one too?
Harper, So sorry, she's at the giving age.
No, she's right. It's a hot day. You should have some ice cream too. What flavor are you gonna have?
Well, if you say so. I will take a single scoop of mint chocolate chip, please, and thank you.
Alright, Harper, you be good for your mom now, okay? Alright, I'm gonna go enjoy my bubblegum ice cream. But I also need to check out the produce area. I didn't get to check that out earlier. I forgot to come over here. So, let's go check it out while we enjoy our bubblegum ice cream. Let's see, they got some bread. Oh, this table's already empty. Strawberries. One of those are herd strawberries. I've seen him around. Lettuce. Tomatoes. Some cow milk. I wonder if that's coming from Farm Sim's dairy farm. Some honey. And some oils. Man. Alright, well, there's not really much here. I should have come by a little bit earlier. Some hay and stuff. Let's go check over out on this side over here. We got some potatoes, mushrooms. They got some chilies over here. Tomatoes, some spring onions. I really wish I would have come out here sooner at this point. Looks like they're pretty much sold out up to this point. Oh, hey, sir. Thanks for that race earlier. I appreciate it.
Hey, man. Please don't call me sir. I work for a living. And as for that race, I want a rematch, man. My go-kart wasn't working properly.
Anytime, man. What's your name?
My name's Wes Woith, but you can call me Wes for short.
Right on, West. So, are you new to town?
Nah, I grew up here. And, just trying to find work.
Right on. Well, I know that feeling.
He's a hard worker if he can get him off those go-karts.
Meet my friend Lips. He likes to think that he's the best around.
How's it going, Lips?
I'm doing alright. Don't listen to West. He's just mad that I beat him in go-karts today.
Yeah, I can understand that feeling. You beat me today, too, so...
Well, you should have drove faster. But anyways, I'm new to town. I'm the new mechanic for the used vehicle shop. They just had to fire their previous worker because of a pending lawsuit. And a lot of people are unhappy with the work that was being done there.
Yeah, his name was Gary. He was a jerk.
Well, West, I may have a job for you in the future. I live up off Wise Road. I took over HK Valley Farm. Come check me out sometime.
Yeah, I'll do that, but I gotta get going. I'll see you around, guys. Peace out.
Laters, West.
Have a good one, West. Well, how long have you known West there, Lips?
I've known him a couple years now. He's the one that told me about the job opening up here, so figured I'd come check it out.
Oh, really? I could have swore that he was like a mechanic, too. I'm surprised he didn't go for it.
You know, I think the big thing is he just doesn't want to do that full-time, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess I could see that. But hopefully he comes by sometime and I can give him some work since he said that he's looking for work.
He's a good worker and he'll do his part. But hey, I gotta go, so I'll talk to you another time.
Cool, man. Have a good one. Well, aren't those some interesting characters? Yeah, well, hopefully I'll be able to help him out. But it all depends on what we got going on and how much money I get, if I'm being honest. Plants and flowers. Alright, well, it is getting kind of late. I guess I should probably head home myself as well. It was a great day, great event. Thoroughly enjoyed myself. I couldn't have asked for a better day at the Farmers Planting Forum. Oh, man. It's going to be nice to get home and get off my feet, though. I've been on my feet all day today, running around and whatnot. So, let's go ahead and see about getting out and getting home. Calling it a night. I just want to take a quick moment and thank the Herd, Farming Simulator LFG, Gold Gaming, and Farmer Sim. Also, big shout out to West Boise and Lip Slicker for helping me make this episode possible. Without all of their help, I wouldn't have been able to do it. So thank you guys for agreeing to be a part of it. Make sure to check out their link to their YouTube channel in the description below and go give them a like and a follow. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. That way you'll be notified when more episodes like this come out. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.